Can I dispute an inquiry from credit card companies that I was approved for? And if so, which box would I check? You can dispute an inquiry you can dispute any of your inquiries, but I do suggest if you guys got approved for a credit card and that credit card is on your credit report, do not dispute that inquiry, or it's going to most likely remove that account off of your credit report and flag it as fraud. And you don't want that to happen. Sometimes I see people disputing inquiries before their account is added to their credit report. You can decide if you want to go that route or not. But remember, you guys should not technically be disputing accounts that are yours, especially those inquiries, saying that you did not do that inquiry, because it's bad with the credit bureaus. But I see a lot of people disputing those inquiries before the account is added just by simply calling the credit bureaus and having them remove it that way. I'm not sure if you're doing online what box you can check or what you should say. I see a lot of people just doing it online or sending a letter disputing in the mail. Now, I told you guys, like, I try to watch what I'm saying, and I think I should continue to watch what I'm saying. I'm looking at so much stuff, but I see a lot of people just calling the credit bureaus and saying, hey, I have this inquiry. I need to get it removed from my credit report, and they remove that inquiry. I'm not condoning. I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm just telling you that that is what I have seen, and I think that I should be able to say that I have seen people do that multiple times, and then the inquiry come off. A lot of times, too, Experian remove that inquiry in as little as 4 hours. So that's what they do. They just call, get it done. I'm not sure what box you would check to get this done, or if you're doing it online. But I just see a lot of people just calling or mailing a letter to get that inquiry removed. Does this trick work with a VPN? I'm not sure if this trick will work with a VPN, the shopping cart trick. I just tell people just to make sure that your information is in Factor Trust and the opt-out pre-screen. Make sure that information is in, like your information is in there, and call them to verify that they have your correct address. They may have the wrong information and you may not be able to get it to work if they have the wrong information in there. So just go ahead and double check with them to see if they have the right information. So look on your Equifax credit report and verify that that information that's on the Equifax credit report is what they actually have, and that Equifax credit report is updated too with your current address to get that shopping cart trick to work. Now, a lot of people just think that the VPNs will work, but I just see people doing a lot with incognito. I don't think that the VPN really makes a factor, because I see other people in other countries doing the shopping cart trick on their computer at least. So I really don't think it matters, but I guess you guys can definitely try using the VPN. That's up to you guys. And some people say VPN, or I don't know if you're thinking CPN, but I definitely don't think a shopping cart trick is going to work with a CPN if that's what you meant to. I'm trying to boost my credit score. Will this boost my credit score? Let me look and see what that was. If you guys do not have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports, whenever you apply for another credit card, it should definitely boost and increase your credit score. Sometimes it will vary. Sometimes your credit will take a temporary dip, but a lot of times as you guys keep paying on it, you keep the balance low, your credit score should go up. So if you don't have 4 credit cards, I definitely suggest you guys go ahead and get another credit card, and it can really help you boost your credit score. I don't care like which credit card it is, as long as it's reported to the credit bureaus and it's keeping the balance low. Now, I recently had somebody that's in my 60 points in 60 days. And while they was in my 60 points in 60 days, I told them to get credit cards. That's what we just did on the last one. Hey, you guys need to get credit cards. So she applied for the credit builder card, and then they gave her that credit card. But then don't forget, the credit builder card reports before you can get the card in the mail. So they reported that card minus the annual fee on that balance. Well, they took off the annual fee from the balance. So the utilization looked higher than normal. So her credit score actually did a little drop, because it looked like she spent too much on that credit card. Her overall credit too. She got the kickoff account, and it's a higher balance on kickoff. I guess she did it so that she can have it for a longer period of time. So I just tell people, just keep the balance low on your credit cards, and usually I just think utilization is going to be the biggest factor in dropping the credit score. If you don't have 4 for credit cards, your credit score should go up. So definitely check it out and, see if you can get approved, and try to get credit cards you can pre-qualify without a hard inquiry, because that would be best. How much money do I need in my account to get approved for $1,000? A lot of times it's not only how much you have in your account to get approved for those credit cards that's going to pull your bank account, use your bank statements. A lot of times it's going to be like the transactions and the deposits that's coming into your account. I did see though on a Tumo credit card that a lot of people saying that you at least should have $200 to $500 in your account to be able to get approved for that. So I'm just suggesting the same thing. Try to have at least $200 to $500, or even $1,000, whatever you're trying to get approved for. Try to have that money in your account when you apply for the credit card, so that you can have a greater chance of getting approved. Now, it's going to vary per person, you guys. I'm not sure exactly what you need to have, but like I said too, it's really the deposits that you guys have in your account. That's the key thing. So double check to, I would say look at some other reviews if you really want to get this account. Look at some other reviews and see like what are they saying in terms of how much you need to have in your account to be able to get approved. I believe this one is Capital One. When it comes out to the Capital One credit card, if you guys had a credit card with them in the past and you messed up with it, they would definitely give you another credit card, but it's just best that you pay off your account first, and then they'll go ahead and consider if they want to give you another credit card. If you do not have your old account paid off that you messed up with them, then they're most likely not going to give you another credit card. I have seen sometimes that the account is charged off, and then they sell it, and then they're able to give you another credit card. But if they're still holding a balance for you, then a lot of times they're not going to give you another credit card. If you guys get to the point where you're realizing that you want to get a certain credit card, understand that there's other companies out there. I have personally burnt a few companies I know will never give me a credit card again. Maybe in the future, I don't know, but there's other credit cards out there. There's other options out there where you guys can get other credit cards. Just start building up your credit with other companies, and just don't. A lot of times people are getting credit card and they can't pay it back. So don't just go credit card happy and get all these different credit cards. Try to target credit cards that you really, really want, and try to look at other companies. If for some reason you're trying to get in with a company and they're not letting you back in, there's other credit cards out there. So don't think too hard. Find other credit cards that's similar to that credit card if they offer certain things, and then see if you can get that one, or try to aim towards getting that one if that company won't let you back in. It is not the end of the world, you guys. If you guys are trying to build your credit, I always tell you guys, do not let them report more than 5% of your balance to the credit bureaus. You can use more than 5%, but do not let them report it. So that means by your due date, have it paid down to that 5% or below. Such as with a $200 credit card, you guys should not let them report more than $10 to the credit bureaus. So if you got a $190 balance, you need to pay it down. You need to pay $180 on that account so that you'll have $10 left over, or pay the full $190 so that they can report to the credit bureaus that you have a low balance, which should keep your credit score high. So that's the thing, no more than 5%. Now, if you ever messed up and you let a balance, a high balance go to the credit bureaus, you let them report it, it's not the end of the world, because all you have to do is just pay off that credit card, or pay down that credit card next month, because I'm pretty sure your credit score dropped. I already know that, because I just know my credit do that. Everybody credit do that. If you kept that high balance on there, but all you have to do is pay down your credit card next month, and your credit score is going to go back up. Sometimes it's going to go higher than what it was before. So don't think too hard. You can just pay it off the next month and you guys should be fine. Okay, but just make sure, if you really want to build your credit, you just not letting them report it. So you can max out a credit card, which is, you better make sure it's paid down where not more than 5% is being reported to the credit bureaus. I just got hit with a $95 fee. What can I do this year? Credit. If you guys have a credit card with a high annual fee, I do suggest that that year that you get that credit card, you are running a tight ship in terms of you're not maxing out credit cards. All you're trying to do is just get other credit cards as your credit score go up. You keeping a balance very low on that credit card. So pay that credit card off right away, because that annual fee is going to hit your credit as soon as you apply for the credit card. So during that first year, I will say about 3 to 6 months, try to see if you can get some other credit cards, because your credit score should be high enough. That way you don't have to keep that account for another year. You can just use that credit card to build your credit initially. Okay, so just make sure that when you get that credit card, you got a high annual fee, you keep the balance low so that you can start getting other credit cards, and you can cancel that one before you get another annual fee. Sometimes people just keep these credit cards and keep paying the annual fees, and that's just what y'all want to do. Um, so just keep in mind that that annual fee is going to come yearly, and sometimes some of these credit cards come with a maintenance fee after that. So they got the annual fee plus they got the maintenance fee. So I just tell you guys, just keep the balance low on that credit card, and then make sure that you're working to increase your credit score, paying off credit card, paying off your other credit cards. Make sure you have at least 4 credit cards, removing other negative accounts, and then keep applying for more credit cards so that you can eventually remove this credit card. And I would say try to apply for more credit cards in like 3 to 6 months so that you can get other credit cards. Some of your credit cards allow you to do a cash advance where you're able to pull off cash on your credit cards. And I've seen some people pull off cash on their credit cards to pay another credit card. That's not what I suggest, because it is going to be a higher fee than normal for you guys to be able to do that. I just suggest that if you have like a bill that you need to pay anyway, and you were going to spend cash because you don't have the money on that credit card, that you use that cash to pay off that other credit card, and then you can use your credit card to pay whatever that bill is. But do not try to do like cash advance. I see a lot of people do that a lot of times. Now somebody did tell me this. If you guys have a Navy Federal credit card, you guys can go into your account and you can pull money off of your credit card, and they'll put it into your account. You can do a cash advance that way, and then when that money hits your account, then you can use that money to pay off whatever credit cards you want to pay off. But that is going to be a cash advance, and I do not suggest to you guys, because they're going to charge you interest on that, and it's probably going to be 2 to 3 months worth of interest depending on how long you're keeping a balance on your credit card. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I think those are all the questions that I'm going to go over today. Hopefully, I answer a lot of your questions. Definitely check out my 5 ways, 5 ways to increase your credit score, 60 points in 60 days. A lot of people are getting some great results in there. It was 2 people that credit scores went up over 80 points, literally, and we were only 2 weeks in. So definitely check it out if you guys want to do the meetups that I'm doing with the members that's in my membership. But if you just want to get tips on how to do it yourself, definitely check it out, because it's free for the 1 hour where I tell you guys how to do it yourself. And I give you a free dispute letter for your accounts, a free dispute letter for inquiries, and then one for collections that you can send to collection companies, especially if they're sending you letters in the mail saying that you owe them. So definitely check that out. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.